Hey guys, this is Amir. I'm the owner of AC Fitness Solutions, and this is my first ever podcast. So, welcome and thank you for listening. What I'm going to do today is give you 5 quick tips for losing weight. I'm going to go into detail and break them down a little bit. First tip, you want to keep your sugar intake to 5 grams or less per serving. And the reason you want to do that is because, as you might already know, when your body has sugar, when you have sugar in your body releases insulin to help lower the blood sugar in your bloodstream. But when you have too much sugar, your body releases a ton of insulin. Now, insulin, for those of you that don't know, is a fat-storing hormone. So it triggers your body. It makes it more readily store food as fat. So the more sugar you have, the more insulin your body is going to release, which increases your chances of your body storing more food as fat. Not only that, but insulin has a negative effect on the release of growth hormone in your body. Growth hormone, or GH for short, is responsible for repair, maintenance. It's fat burning hormone is another term for it, but it helps keep you nice and young pretty much. It helps you build muscle, helps you burn fat. When you're a kid, when you're between the ages of 7 and 25, your body is releasing this stuff in buckets. But as we age, as we get older and older, our body's production of GH drops significantly. So it drops about 10% each year, along with testosterone if you're a man. So this is why you want to limit your sugar intake to about 5 grams or less per serving. That's really going to go a long way towards helping your body not only decrease the output of insulin, but it's also going to help you increase the release of GH, which is going to help your body burn fat. Tip number 2, get more protein. One reason you want to get more protein is because your body needs protein to build muscle. It's not going to use carbs to build muscle. It's not going to use fat to build muscle. It's going to use protein to build muscle. So a lot of people, when they go on a diet, and I hate that word. That word is terrible because it has so many negative associations with it. But a lot of people, they cut calories, and what they do, they tend to cut protein. But protein intake, again, is necessary for muscle maintenance, so maintaining the muscle you already have and building new muscle. So a lot of people are confused. They don't know what sources of protein are good, and I got a couple here for you that you can use to kind of help yourself get on the right track. Tuna fish is one really good, cheap, but very, very healthy source of fish, of protein. Very cheap. Greek yogurt. It has a ton of protein. One serving of Greek yogurt has about 25 grams of protein on average. So that's another good protein source. Chicken, of course, is something that it's a common protein source. But a lot of people don't know about canned chicken breast, which is, the same convenience level as tuna fish. So get some canned chicken breast if you're one of those people that just don't have time to cook. 'Cause I know, we live in a society where we're rush. So get some canned chicken breast and cut that or prepare that at night, and you'll be all set to go. All right, so tip number 3. You want to huff and puff 4 times a day. So let me break this down. What I mean when I say huff and puff is you want to get your heart rate up and your breathing up at least 4 times a day. So I'm not talking about exercise. Let's ignore that word exercise for a minute and let's talk about activity. So you want to accumulate 30 minutes of activity a day. So it doesn't have to be 30 minutes all at once. It can be 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 5 minutes there, getting up to at least 30 minutes a day. And that's going to help you boost your metabolism for one, and get your heart healthy at the same time. And it's going to help you with all the other things that you're doing as far as getting your protein and keeping your sugar intake low. So huff and puff 4 times a day. You want to drink more water, definitely. For one, your body needs a lot of water. Our bodies are 70% water, if not more. You need a lot of water for chemical reactions, namely metabolism. So you need to drink a lot of water. Water keeps you full, for one. Water carries toxins and other things away from the cells so your body can eliminate them. So water, you want to get at least 5 to 8 glasses a day. And again, this can be spaced out. You don't want to drink, 5 glasses in one sitting, because that'd be bad. That'd be bad. So don't do that. But break up your water intake. And also remember, if you're drinking water or if you're thirsty, your body's already pretty dehydrated. So you want to make sure that you're sipping water. Just have like a can or a container that you can put water in, and that you can sip from it throughout the day. So that way you're getting that water intake. Alright, so here we go. Tip number 5. So this is one that a lot of people, they're probably going to hear and say, whoa, wait a minute, how can this help me, lose weight? Well, I'll tell you. When you get better sleep, especially when you get deep, restorative sleep, your body releases growth hormone. So we talked about growth hormone in tip number 1, talking about insulin and sugar. But when your body gets deep, restorative sleep, you release the GH, which is going to help your body burn fat and repair and grow as you sleep. So this is one reason why you want to get quality sleep. Now, a lot of people are wondering, how can I do that? Because I know a lot of people out there, you have a hard time going to sleep at night, and I sympathize with you. I used to be that guy. I used to lay in bed. I'd go to sleep for a couple hours, and then I'd wake up and I'd be wide awake like it was, daylight, but it'd be pitch black, and I'm just sitting there laying in bed looking up at the ceiling. So here's a couple of things that work for me to help me go to sleep. For one, don't play around with your phone in bed, because that's just one stimulus for your mind, and you don't want your mind to be stimulated. You want to start to wind down mentally, so you want to put away all the electronics and just prepare yourself to go to sleep. Try not to read in bed. Reading in bed, again, it's a stimulant, so it's going to stimulate your mind. Depending on what you're reading, you're going to become more or less stimulated, so you don't want to read in bed, because that can prevent you from falling to sleep easy. Make sure the room is as dark and cold as possible. So you want it dark because when our eyes are closed, our pituitary gland starts to release melatonin, which is a hormone that helps your body go to sleep. It controls your circadian rhythm, which is your sleep and awake cycles. So you want to have the room nice and dark to help control your sleep and wake cycle, so that you go to sleep at a decent time for your body. And again, I understand that we all have different lifestyles, and our lifestyles determine when we go to bed, if we get to bed. If you work overnight, then you have totally different sleep-wake cycles. So try to make the room as dark and as cold as possible. Make a to-do list. So that's one thing that really helps me out, because as I said before, I used to lay in bed and I'd be thinking about all the things I have to do the coming day. So what really helped me was to just get a piece of pen and paper out and make that to-do list. I would write down everything I needed to do, even if it was just something that even if it was something that didn't need to be written down, I would write it down. So that way now I have it on paper. So I'm certain that I have a action plan for tomorrow. So that way I don't have to lay in bed wasting my time trying to solve all these problems when I can just solve them tomorrow. So make that to-do list. Finally, this is a weird one here to help you get better sleep, but you want to keep your feet nice and cool. So in other words, don't sleep with socks on if you have trouble sleeping. I don't know why this works, but it works for me. It might not work for you, but I've given this tip to people and they find that it helps them go to sleep. So try not to have socks on. Just keep your feet cool. What I do is I sleep with my feet outside the blanket there, so that kind of helps me. I don't know what it is, but it just helps me fall asleep easier. So there you have it, guys. Got your 5 tips to help you lose weight and drop extra pounds a little bit faster. Until next time, this is Amir with AC Fitness Solutions. Stay tuned, because there's going to be more good stuff coming. Have a good night. Hey guys, this is Amir. I'm the owner of AC Fitness Solutions.